Mike V Power Hour, a little bit late into the close, 45 minutes Monday. Okay. Always another trade. I know no one wants to hear that now, but I kind of do because I'm trying to let the winners go as the VIX comes down, but the VIX isn't really. All right. It is what it is. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is take care of fundamentals and not be a hypocrite. Not that I'm accused of ever being one, but I'm not going to lie to you. Part of the reason why a fraction of what I earn, if you will, is curating TGH, if you will. You know what I mean? It makes me doing the right, saying doing the right things makes me better as well. You know what I mean? It's like I repeatedly know what to do. So don't get me wrong here. This is not I don't mean to pontificate. Okay, couple of things. What's important here is really to look at stocks that were good before, during, and after this little shakeup, if you will, pullback. Please go to TGH again, and I will get into specific stocks right now. First of all, you know you got to know what type of trader you are in this type of market. Best thing to do is get a demo. I'm not gonna lie to you. It doesn't change my life how many accounts are open. Trust me. Okay, I'm doing it for your benefit. I'm giving you the keys to a Mercedes or a BMW. Some people, and if you work with me, I'll make it into a Bugatti or McLaren, whatever it may be. Trust me. There's plenty of cars, and stock MLGO traded 200 million today. Okay, there's plenty for all of us. I'm not here. I'm not the kid that covered up my answers in school. I gave it out to everybody. Trust me. Next, always my universe. Coach freaking firing away. Thanks, Coach. Gerard, one of our success stories. I think he always had it in him. Pops in and out. You know what I mean? It's almost like a virus. Every once in a while he appears. But when he's there, he makes a freaking presence. Gerard, thank you. Poor analogy. All right, listen, the stocks that were green early on, maybe not so much now. As I said, maybe you wanted these stocks, the consumer staples or discretionary, to come pull back a little bit. But that early on was an example of what was going on. Pardon me. Listen, sentiment is skewed and everything is coming to tariffs. Tomorrow's a big tariff day. There's a lot going on. Tesla deliveries tomorrow. Stocks that are trading, stocks that are trading well. All right, let's go to the screen. I have to. Let's go to charts. It's fucking pulled. Okay, here we are. Thank God it took her. By the way, for those that are interested, Hertz, nice sale. All right, what stocks are acting? You know what's acting well? CRK. Oil was weak. It was acting. This stock, I don't care what you call it. Exxon, by the way, Exxon and Chevron starting to take up the rail here, but CRK acting good. I said before, usually my preparation, I said that Sunday night, doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's what I do. With the market this way, I usually start small, with stocks, and I try to think bigger. Now I'm going to weekly charts and narrowing in. What stocks held good weekly, for example? Let's go here. Oklo. There was the daily. Pardon me. And here is the weekly on Oklo. We traded Schnitzel. Tesla, same thing on the weekly. You know what? That actually, my charts betrayed me. The daily. Pardon me. Oh, that hold the gap on the weekly. BE. Another one holding. Celestica still holds another one I traded nicely. There's a new issue. NMAX working well. Abbott Labs is acting well. Acting well. That's a stock you want to be in, no matter what happens tomorrow. You know what? When I look at Abbott Labs, what pops into my head? Johnson & Johnson. That's what pops into my head. Then I go to Medtronic, anything sexier. Then I go to Baxter, some blood stocks. Then I go to the XLV in general. And look at the healthcare industry. So that's bifurcated. NMAX, new IPO. If the market was, oh man, look at this. This is where I got mad at any of the participants in the room and I asked for help. Trying to curate a good room, and I missed this. And it cost myself a lot of money. I'm responsible. But one thing we always say, and the only time I ever guarantee, Mick, congratulations. Welcome back, by the way. You made it back in one piece. I hope you, can I tell you something? I hope you took our money and brought it back. I do. Pump it into the European thoroughbred system. They need it too. NMAX. I know you will. NMAX 15. 15 is, I can't believe I'm not in this. It's hitting me now. Be pro. No big news. Nutella. This fucking stock is killing. It's good. This is good. This could turn into a big loser. Every time I'm down in it, I get bailed out. But this may not be it now. This is the volume. I feel it's capitulating a little early. Gene therapy, for those that are interested, no problem. Bad trade. Okay, this is what I want. See something like Nutella? I think I have 50,000 shares. I do. I'm okay. You know what? Maybe I'll show you. What's my price? Like 720? 720. I have 36,000 shit. That 36,000. Now, this is what I meant to say during lunch. If you're not making money on small shares, why would you want to make money? Why would you think it would happen on bigger shares? That's what you want to run. Yes, I'm pontificating. It's just like I started off the segue. No one's listening to remind it to myself. Trust me. All right, NMAX missed it. Stocks are acting well too that are in the proverbial fund. ADMA, all these bios. Look at that reversal in ADMA. They want that one. KDUE, still the cup and handle. Calls off the board, literally off the board. RKT, they bought somebody else. They bought Coop. Another one, Coop. This RKT is buying everybody. They bought Redfin and they bought Coop. And the calls are still going off the board. Is somebody gonna buy them? Take out the trifecta? I don't know. Nutella. I'm upset. I'm not upset. I'm mad. He's buying everybody. Nothing wrong with being wrong. There's a problem with staying wrong. As you can see, all these things in the back of my head, and not, well, again, not that I'm judging a jury. Fundamentals are back in the back there. Not what to do, not how to do it. Fundamentals are going down. When you're a cold shooter, when you're okay, like John Starks for the Knicks or somebody. When you're shooting, when you're bombing threes and you roll for 11, you don't keep bombing threes. Make a layup. That's what I'm gonna do. Also, bring the whole freaking market down. I don't mean I'm being facetious. Naturally, I don't have that big of an ego or that big of a line. All right, let's get to a couple of high level opinions. If you didn't listen to Coach, this week is all about jobs with jolts tomorrow. I brought that up longer. Spy in the NAS. There you go. Spy up, NAS down. Me. They're making fun of Kramer. I hate when they, you know what? I hate when they might make fun of Kramer. Spies. We're ripping them. All right. Are they ripping into tariff? They're covering before tariffs? Is it the bans? I don't know. You got to like, this is what, again, you got to be by the bell, 350. That's what's going to happen here. If it's going to work at 350, 330, if it's going to work at 350 in this type of market, it's going to work. If they're going to follow through, it's going to work at 355 Eastern. They're going to work at 905 or something, 935. Trust me. Bottom line is this. If you didn't own or any of your stocks, might be getting bailed out or maybe short squeeze, whatever it may be. If you didn't, and if you're down or to readjust, if you weren't in the position, would you be on the side of that position entering it now that you're on here? Be a pro. You know what I mean? Telling you that'll work over time instead of having foam or anything like that. Nutella. Be a pro. I'm fucking Nutella. The whole market's ripping. I'm in a dog. Let a piker move. Sorry, I'm embarrassed. Stewie. Okay? When I say follow my Twitter feed, listen, everybody from short-term, long traders, Stewie makes, okay, high level opinion. Thus far, today's reaction, the SPX is on track with previous corrections mentioned over the weekend. Don't worry about it. Just watch TGH or anybody else out there that thought the same thing. We didn't, like, again, a green close today with a notable change in character. Noted. Notable. All right. Maybe this is another bounce before the C wave, if you will. We did call the ABC wave. Maybe this is the big bounce for the C wave. I'm not saying buy it. There's some music in the background. Most of the people, as they're older, they get it. SRPT. CRWV. I was the only one in America buying it down. I sold it. All right, I gotta get out. You know what happens? Like I can feel it. I know what's happening. I don't have to look. I can feel it. What time is it? Right at the close, 350 profit taking. The Bulls won in the close badly. The Bears won in the close badly. Does the market usually give you that way? No. Believe me, the Bulls want to dip. If you're in anything and you're proper, if you will, and the market pulls in, you might have to take maybe you want to probably add to it if they pull them back a lot. Same thing at the got to be in TGH. Okay, got to be in freak. Yeah, here's Jesus, the public Jesus feed. What's going on here? Another high level opinion pulling back here. Dow Jones Mini pulling in a 5 and a 3 and a 4. Get killed, an uptrend, 3 and a 4, pull back, uptrend, 3 and a 4, pull back, 3 and a 4, pull back. You want to pull back by this. See, move up, 3, 4. Move up, 3, 4, pull back. Move up, 3, 4, pull back. Move up, just like today, 3, 4, pull back. All right, so you want to pull back. If not, take some off the table. That's just that's a chart reading. I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I've been doing this for a little bit. Doesn't make it right. Okay, cheers. Be in the room. Thanks for everybody tuning in. It's only Monday. All right, chill out. I'm talking to myself as well. Thanks for everybody behind the scenes, TradeGateHub, Tradeview Markets, the team behind the scenes taking care of me as well. Cheers.